action. Right?
Yeah. All right, so here we go for the 2024-2025 fantasy football season with our league. Again, this has been quite a ride, as you can see or say. This is, I guess, maybe the 12th or 13th year. I always try to figure out how long we've been doing this, and I just can't seem to remember. Lily helps me with it every year. I'll post a video on YouTube where you can see some of the past videos if you want to do that. Or she's going to help me with the draft order so we can set that and get that to everybody. And then we're trying to have the draft next Friday. We're going to do it at Peyton's parents' house on Mobile Bay. And for those of you that can attend, and for those of you that can't and that are remote, appreciate you jumping in, especially Jim, Tony, Ray, Leroy, Zach. I hope you can make it over. Just real quick, a change this year in scoring. Jim and Tony, I can already hear you freaking out, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's actually just going to allow for more accurate scoring and reduce the likelihood of a tie, which I think we've had a tie for a few of them the past couple of years, which is fine, but to eliminate that or reduce that, I think would be better, just be more accurate in terms of wins and losses. So what it is it assigns decimal points to the values of the yardage instead of whole points. So before, your running back, let's just say he's got 96 yards for the game, that would be 9 points for the yardage. Of course, there's additional points for receptions, touchdowns. In this format, you're going to get that 0.6, right? So 96 yards is 9.6, which makes total sense to me, because that's going to add up to just a couple extra points every week, but it's going to make the difference in who wins and who loses, I think, and it's based on the same drivers for measuring points as we did before. It's just breaking it down and allowing for a little more accuracy. So quarterbacks, again, it's quarterbacks get what before it was 1 point for every 20 yards. So I think it's like 0.05 for every yard, something like that. It's the same thing, just breaks it down as a little more accurate. Anyway, we're excited to get started. I can't believe it's already football season again. Seems to always jump upon us pretty quick. And this year we're adding somebody new. Peyton's brother Jet was gracious enough to jump in and volunteer his $50 last year and hang out and put a team together. Appreciate it. But it didn't seem like he really wanted to stick around. I hope he comes back in the future. If he wants to, Peyton, let him know. But it seemed more obligatory than anything else. So he's out, and we're bringing in a newbie to sports in general. It kind of seems like, but I think ready to go and ready to learn. Dr. Chad Noblin.
Not
That's right.
regular Chad.
No, I mean, yeah. So now we got 2 doctors in the mix. Dr. Jim, and Dr. Chad, So anyway, glad to have you, Chad. It's definitely gonna make it fun. I feel like we don't get to hang out enough as it is. Hopefully this will give us some opportunities to do that. That's really kind of the point of all this, is just to keep in touch. Cheers to all you bozos. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Lily's gonna help me out. I don't have that little chalkboard. I have it, but I don't have the chalk pen. We just moved like 3 weeks ago, so just got settled in. I forgot I threw out that pen because it was out of chalk ink or whatever all that stuff is. I don't know. Anyway, just real quick, Lily just started high school. What's up? Can you believe it? So when I say it happens fast, guys, I know some of you got kids. I think Lily's the oldest of all of us that have children. Leroy, I think you're right there. Tony, Zach, and then Chad just had a couple new ones. Anyway, and Will, Will's got a few and added 2 more. But anyway, proud of her. Proud of the young lady that she's turned into. It was all me. I mean, I did everything. I basically just shaped her into a perfect person. I mean, just look at the rings. I mean, look at the bling. I mean, you can just see where she gets it all. It's just from right here. So I'm just kidding. It's not, partially a little bit, but her mom's great too. She's done a good job, and I think we've done a good job of co-parenting across the zip codes. So anyway, let's just jump into it. We're ready to roll. I'm going to let her do it. She's got the names in there like always. She's going to close her eyes and draw a name. And here we go. So the first pick in the 2024-2025 draft is, oh my God.
2 times.
It's me again. And I wish it wasn't. And you guys, listen, it's rigged. It's rigged. They rigged it. They rig it when I lose. So I can't believe you picked me again first. So that's the last 2 years. Last year, did it work out? I'll tell you. Guess what? Let me just vent for just a few seconds. Anyway, congratulations again to Peyton that won the championship, and to Zach who came in second with an auto-drafted team. Good job there. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so number 1 pick, easy. Richard Jefferson. Hasn't had an injury his entire football career. 0 injuries. Never been injured. He comes out crushing it, looking good the first 4 weeks, I think. Hamstring. All right, hamstring. That should be 2 to 3 weeks. Should be able to recover from a hamstring. Nope.
No.
Like nine freaking weeks. And then when he comes back, his quarterback gone because his Achilles tendon exploded.
Oh, yeah.
So, and by that time I was still in the playoffs, but he gave me a kind of a weak score going in. And then, whatever, dude. It's just luck. So I don't want the first pick. I have no idea who I'm gonna pick. CMC, he's right there. You gonna tell me he's not an injury risk? I might just pick Justin Jefferson again. Man, whatever. It's gonna be rough. Anyway, thanks for picking me number 1 again. It sounds good. It's really not. I would rather be at like 6 or 7 all day, every day. Who's number 2, Lily?
Jimbo.
Jimbo at number 2. So we always seem to pick right next to each other, man.
Yeah,
every time. Did we do it last year?
I think
every
so.
time. I'm gonna go get the draft board when we're done and we'll take a look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jim was number 2. I've got the whole board in there, and we'll take a look just to compare. But anyway, let's go ahead and pick number 3. Peyton is at number 3. Again, the champ from last year. Much to the joy and delight of his beautiful new wife, Brittany. We went to their wedding last year. She basically drafted and set his lineup. So I thought maybe we could bring her in, but I guess we're not quite there yet with the marriage. So we'll get there, and we'll get Britton in there too. Britton, I'm just kidding about you guys are amazing. I can't wait to hang out with you guys again soon. But yeah, Peyton won in his, second or third year, I think, in the league. So done a really good job. Peyton, I got my eye on you, bud. You're the one. You're the one to beat this year. All right, who's number 4? Will ready at number 4. All right, Will's a savvy veteran of our fantasy football league now. Always a wild card. I had Josh Allen, I think, last year. I forget who else you had on your roster. I know you had Josh Allen because I've never had like the top quarterback. I've never ever had him. Maybe it'll be this year. We'll see. Maybe I'll pick it with the number one pick. Just go ahead and get it over with. Pick somebody that you know is not going to get freaking injured. Never fails. It's like the Madden curse, man. Oh, it's rough. Okay, so that's 4. Let's see who's at number 5. Who's number 5?
Dr. Chad.
Dr. Chad Nolet, right in the middle of the pack at number 5. That's a good place to be. So if you don't know how it works, you're gonna pick 5, and then you're gonna pick 10 picks later because it snakes back. So then it'll be what, 15 or 16, however the math works out. So you don't pick at 5 every round. You pick 5, it goes up to 10, and then the 10th person picks 10 and 11. So you get, I could pick 1 and then 20 and 21. So it's crazy. It's so long between picks, it's brutal. Anyway, I'm not venting. Why are you picking me number 1 every
I don't know.
It's just, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Ray.
Ray is at number 6. That's really the place to be. 5, 6, 7. That's where I want to be. But you know,
Can't have everything.
you can't have it all. Well, you can. I just can't. It's okay. All right, let's see who we got at number 7. Ray, by the way, is Tony's brother-in-law. He's been in this with us for quite some time. You know, always a savvy player. Ray, I haven't seen you in years. We should try to get together. We gotta try to do this. Like, if we can just keep this going on through the years, it really would be great once everybody's got the money to do it. I probably don't right now. Lily just got braces, so you know that kind of costs a lot. But one day we just all get together and go to Vegas and do our draft in Vegas and just do it right, you know, and play for some real money. You know what I'm saying? All right, so where are we at?
7.
Number 7 is
J-Dog.
J-Dog.
AKA Jen.
Cheers to you, J-Dog. Man, Jennings used to always get that first pick, and he won the league, what, 2 years in a row maybe? And he used to draft Aaron Rodgers, number 1 overall, back in Aaron Rodgers' days. It's gonna be fun, I guess, to see what he can do in New York this year. That was another thing that hurt my team. Was my second pick was Garrett Wilson, whose success was immediately attached to Aaron Rodgers being in town. His 3 dropbacks and his Achilles tendon exploded. So my first 2 picks, both their quarterbacks, hurt their Achilles tendon. Aaron Rodgers real fast. I remember watching that Thursday game on my phone. We were at practice. I think we were at practice or something. But no, it was Monday night. It was the Monday night game. And I was watching it on my phone at softball practice while the girls were working out before we started hitting. And I was like, why is Garrett Wilson doing nothing? And why is Zach Wilson throwing him the freaking football? That guy. Anyway, the worst quarterback play in the history of the NFL last year, Garrett Wilson just could not put it together. And that was a big reason why. So, but anyway, Aaron Rodgers is back with his crazy conspiracy theories and way of looking at the world. So we'll see how that goes for the Jets. They should be pretty good this year. You know, not a long shot to win the Super Bowl either. All right, so that is 7. So we got 3 more to go. We got Tony, we got Leroy, and we got who else we got in there?
Wait.
Tony, Leroy, Zach. Zach's still in there. All right. So who do we got at number 8?
Okay. Zach.
Zach. Speaking of the devil, Zach Lucky. When I tell people, you know, when you like have those security or challenge questions for your online banking or whatever it is, and it's like, you know, your the streets you grew up on, or like who was your first, you know, like best childhood friend. Zach, I put you for those, bud. So just to tell you, I mean, I'm really close to all you guys, but Zach and I were really close way back in the day. Our families were really close. So glad you're doing this, and glad you're doing it again. I wasn't sure if you were going to do it again. You know, you didn't draft your team last year, and I've forgiven you for that. You had a good excuse, and I do apologize. I'm not trying to make light of that. I thought you were going to be able to make it. I should have changed the date and not giving you so much BS about not being there. But anyway, I hope you can do it this year. It sounds like everybody's going to be able to draft their team. I think Tony has got college football coming up, right? So Tony works for ESPN and is doing some of the college football games and game day, I think. So he gets pretty busy and we'll be leading up that weekend. For college football is next weekend, right? So anyway, I guess he's going to be getting set up. I think he's going to be able to make it, but we'll see. I hope he can, Tony. All right, so that's just 2 more to go. Leroy, I think, did we pick Leroy last year? Don't do him again.
Tony.
Sorry, Leroy. Sorry, dude. We got to go get the draft board because I swear it's almost the same. So who's last? Just make sure Leroy's name is in there. Okay.
Leroy.
Let me go grab the board real quick because I swear it's so close. I'll be right back. Lily, do something cool. I'm done.
Okay, well, my favorite football team for professional is the Bengals because Joe Burrow is my favorite football player. But I go for the LSU Tigers for college. And my shirt says it too. Wait, who did they beat?
Nobody.
Team. Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah.
The 2019
Auburn.
championship.
Yeah, and so that was, I think we saw Jaden Daniels play in that game. And I don't know if you know, but Jaden Daniels got drafted by my
gosh.
Washington Commanders. Okay, so here's.
It's like almost the same.
So who's the same? Me
Matt,
and Jim.
Jim.
Okay.
Zach. Well, no, Zach was 8, and then Tony and Leroy.
So these are the same. So just the top 2 and the last 2.
And
They're
Ray's
exactly the same. Ray's the same. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, that's how it shakes out. So the video, I'll send it to you guys. I'll send a link to you. I'm going to post it on YouTube. I think I can still do that. And then we'll get the draft order set, and it's set for next Friday, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so 8 or 8:30 Eastern. Y'all better be there. Let me know if you can't, please. Let me know ahead of time so we can switch it up. And look forward to a good season. And thanks again for joining. Again, we'll collect the money just whenever. You guys can get it to me now. You can wait till the end. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Peace out. Peace.